Welcome back to the channel. I think we got a pretty fun episode today. A top 10 list of my favorite movies from 2019. With theaters still closed here in 2020, I thought we'd revisit 2019 and I give you my top 10 films from just last year. Now, we'll start with 10 being the 10th best film of the year, and then we'll go all the way down to number one, the number one overall film, in my opinion, from just last year. So we'll start with number 10. Coming in at number 10, we got the movie Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix, directed by Todd Phillips. This movie was truly something else. I really did like it. I felt awful watching it sometimes because it made you cringe, but overall it was a great film, and oh my gosh. Joaquin Phoenix, talk about Best Actor, winning Best Actor at the Oscars. He was incredible in this film. Now, I'm not going to go and compare him to Heath Ledger's Joker in the 2008's The Dark Knight. You can't compare the two. They're two different versions, they're two different Jokers, and they're both great performances. But I loved Joker. I thought it was an awesome film. The cinematography was amazing. The original score was amazing. Overall, a good film. It comes in at number 10. Coming in at number 9, just edging out Joker, we got the movie Blinded by the Light. This one is directed by, bear with me here, Gurinder Chadha. Hopefully I didn't just completely butcher that. But she directed this film, and it is a beautiful film. It's an awesome film. If you're a music lover, this is one you should definitely check out, especially if you love the music of Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen's greatest hits is scattered throughout this film, and the lyrics of his songs match up so well with how our main character is feeling as he tries to branch out and really become who he wants to be in this world. This is a fun one from top to bottom. You'll really enjoy it if you love music. This is one you should definitely check out. Coming in at number 8, The Peanut Butter Falcon. The Peanut Butter Falcon is such a fun movie. It's an amazing movie. It's a heartfelt movie. It's one of those movies that you can put in and just enjoy and really just see the good in the world. This one is directed by Tyler Nilson and Michael Schwartz and stars Shia LaBeouf, Dakota Johnson, Bruce Dern, and it's a great cast. They play their roles awesome.
Hey, what's rule number 1? Party? No, not party.
It is really just a good story about a relationship between two friends, and you really get to see it grow throughout the movie, and one becomes a mentor to the other. It's a great film, and it's one you should definitely check out. Coming in at number 7, Jojo Rabbit. This one, directed by Taika Waititi. I mean, you can't say enough about Taika Waititi. He is an amazing writer, an amazing director, a great actor. He's so much fun. And Jojo Rabbit is a great satirical film about World War II, Germany, Hitler. It's got a great play on it, and it is a great story. Scarlett Johansson nominated for 2 Oscars this year, one for Marriage Story and one for this. But the true stars in this film to me are the main characters, played by Roman Griffin Davis and Thomasin McKenzie. Their relationship is so awesome to see blossom on film, and I think Roman Griffin Davis has an extremely bright future in front of him. He was such a joy to watch in this film, and I had a lot of fun with Jojo Rabbit. Now, coming in at number 6, just missing out on the top 5, Rocketman. Directed by Dexter Fletcher, starring Taron Egerton, Jamie Bell, Richard Madden. Man, I wish this movie would have got more love from award season. Taron Egerton not getting nominated for Best Actor in a lead role. What a snub this year, especially after he won the Globe. I couldn't believe that. He was phenomenal as Elton John. He sang all the songs in this movie, and he sung them so well. He was so believable as this larger-than-life character that is Elton John. It was awesome to see this play out on screen. The supporting cast was just as good too. I really wish this movie would have got more love. It was one of the best films of the year, but it just narrowly misses out on my top 5. So what is my top 5? Let's dive right on in. Coming in at number 5, starting off my top 5 from 2019, we got Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame was such a satisfying moment in theaters. What a culmination this was after all the MCU movies that came before it. We finally got to see them all come together and play out in the end, and it truly was an incredible theater experience. Sure, there were some plot holes that kind of made me scratch my head with Endgame, but honestly, I didn't care. I didn't care what was wrong with this film. They could have put anything out in front of me and I probably would have loved it.
I like this one.
What the Russo brothers did with this film and how they were able to wrap these larger-than-life characters into this one gigantic movie. I call it one gigantic movie because to me, Infinity War and Endgame, they're just one movie. They just got a little break in between, but it's one giant movie. And this was just so satisfying. I left the theater just emotional, in tears. I was happy. I had chills. This was truly a remarkable and incredible film, and I really loved it, and I was excited to see all this finally come together and put a nice, awesome ending and kind of just wrap it all up. Beating out Avengers Endgame and coming in at number 4, Bong Joon-ho's Parasite. Now, some of you might be thinking, wow, Colby, you got this pretty low on your list. And honestly, 2019 was such a great year of movies. It was honestly one of the better years in recent memory of movies, consistently good throughout the 12 months. Now, I really loved Parasite. Oh my gosh, these top 5 movies, it was so hard to rearrange because I loved every single one of them. Parasite, what a thriller. Oh my gosh, this one was so good. And Bong Joon-ho, holy cow, he is an incredible director. He cleaned house at the Oscars. I mean, he won almost every award, it seemed like. It seemed like Parasite's name was being called so much. I don't want to get too much into this film in case you haven't seen it, because I didn't really know hardly anything at all going into it, and I left with my mind blown. You just got to get past the subtitles. Trust me, you don't notice them after the first couple minutes. Eventually, you're just so into the film that you don't even realize that you're reading it. Coming in at number 3, an instant classic war film for me, 1917. This is going to go down as one of the most creative war films of all time. Honestly, I think it's one of the best war films of all time. The whole one-shot approach throughout this film, fantastic. Sam Mendes did an awesome job of directing and really coordinating this movie and making sure that you didn't see many jump cuts, because obviously it's made to look like it's one consistent shot all the way through, but obviously they have cuts, and he did a great job at disguising those cuts because you really couldn't tell when he jumped to that next cut in the movie. It's one of those movies that you need to turn the volume up, watch it on a big screen, and just really enjoy this film. That now moves me into my top 2 movies of the year. These movies were interchangeable for me. I loved each of these movies for many different reasons. There really are polar opposite films, but they are fantastic, both of them in their own right. And right now we're gonna go with number 2. That number is Knives Out. Directed by Rian Johnson, crazy enough, his first follow-up movie from The Last Jedi. This movie, way better than The Last Jedi. Let's get into it. This one has an amazing cast, and Rian Johnson commanded the screen. He was able to incorporate all these huge personalities into this one movie and make them mix and mesh so well. Knives Out is this fun. It reminds you of kind of like a Columbo mystery, who done it, who killed him, who is the murderer. It is a great mystery movie from top to bottom. They don't make much of these anymore, and I think they really need to kind of explore this area. I think Rian Johnson would be the perfect guy, and I know they are going to be developing a sequel to Knives Out. I am extremely excited to see that, and Daniel Craig and his accent. Some people hated it, some people loved it. I loved it. I thought Daniel Craig truly was remarkable in this film.
I suspect foul play.
That accent is truly something else. It's one you're definitely going to need to check out. Coming in at number 1, I saw 77 movies last year. 77 2019 releases last year. This was my favorite out of all of them. And that movie is Ford vs. Ferrari. Directed by James Mangold, who last directed Logan, which was one of my top movies of 2017. This one is, oh my gosh, this movie is almost 3 hours long, but it sure doesn't feel like that. The moment the movie starts, the moment the movie ends, you're hooked. You're in it. Christian Bale, Matt Damon, what a cast. These two mesh so well together. Their chemistry comes through the screen. You really just follow them on this journey. Christian Bale is such a good actor. I mean, any movie he's in, whether it be Batman or a movie like Ford vs. Ferrari, he fully adapts and becomes that character.
How long did you tell them that you needed? 200, 300 years?
90 days.
And you don't even know it's Christian Bale who's even playing it. He just convinces you so well, and that's what makes such a great actor. Ford vs. Ferrari, action-packed. I mean, the race sequence, Le Mans there at the end, oh my gosh, you felt like you were actually in the race. It was so riveting. You were on the edge of your seat for that entire race. This is an awesome movie. It's one you should check out. It's a great historical film, one that's cemented itself in American culture. It's one you should definitely check out. It comes in at number 1 for me for the year of 2019. Now, I can't wait to get back into theaters so I can bring you my 2020 list. I'll probably do one anyways because movies are releasing on VOD and things like that. So I probably will have a top 10 list from 2020, but my expectations aren't very high, obviously. But if you like this film, then definitely consider hitting that like, subscribe button, ding that bell for my next video, and stay up to date. What was your favorite movie of 2019? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll be sure to see you in the next one.
We'll see you around.
All right, check you later.
Bye.